Well, hello, beauty. Welcome. It's a thoughtful Thursday, and it's time to drop down out of those spinning thoughts in your brain and tap into calm with the emotional freedom technique, EFT tapping, and an affirmation inspired by an oracle card. We will tap into the whole idea of this potent mind-body tool that can quickly help you release your stress, relieve your nervous system, help your body heal itself and release emotional and physical pain, bring you clarity, drop that anxiety for whatever you're up to, and so much more. So, as always, check in with where you're feeling your stress today in your body. Just allow yourself to drop down out of that brain for a second, come into your body and do a scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Just move through and see, where do you see any stuckness? A little bit of discomfort, unease, stiffness, aches and pains, anything that feels off. And notice how intense it feels right there. I'm feeling mine today in the back of my shoulders a bit, because sometimes I always say I get my shoulders up around my ears. So feel into that. Where are you feeling that sense of stress, that bodily sensation? And notice how intense it feels. Just give it a number on a scale from 0 to 10, with 10 being up over the top, near panic or other intense emotion or physical pain. Okay. And just notice what happens as I show the Oracle deck and pull the card for the collective. Notice how your body reacts to that, because it will. Just pay attention to that. And remember that the more we tap, the more frequently we do it, the more it can change our lives, like it has mine. And I promise you it can yours. And this particular short session is meant to help you feel better regardless of what's going on in your life. It's pretty much the opposite of the deeper coaching that I do, and where we express all the negative stuff. We're just feeling into where it's sitting in our body today, and we're going to move some of that energy and get that out of there. Okay, so just notice, feel into it, and let's see. Today we have Oracle of Seven Energies, Colette BARON-REID. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. Of course, I think they all are. Colette, um, like many of the decks that are created, probably all of them, unless they're AI or something, they are channeled. And so this one is the seven energies, which don't exactly correlate with the primary seven chakras everyone's familiar with. And I thought I'd read that list first of the energies, just so when we get there, um, we have the energy of earth, water, fire, love, sound, light, and thought. Wow. It's a beautiful deck, as I said. So let's get into it. Remember, all you need to do is be responsible for your well-being. Please reach out, leave me a comment or a DM, connect with me through my website, whichever, all the socials. If you have something come up and you want some support. But I also love those likes and comments and shares. It really helps the channel. And of course, the subscriptions really helps the channel, because the mission is to share this beautiful energy with people that are from all over the world, experiencing the stress in their lives that we all are today, in one way or another. And so we're asking the collective, what do we need to know today for the highest good and greatest joy of all? What do you want to show us, dear spirit, of the seven energies. Okay. Did I say these were beautiful? Willing release. Beautiful dandelion who sends its seeds out, and look how they become stars. And I just have to point out behind me here is my partner, Ray Justice's book of poetic verses, spiritual arousal. It's not about religion, it's not about sex, as he says, but it's absolutely beautiful connection. And he has dandelions as a theme, as part of his theme, but also the cosmos. So there are stars and dandelions coming through, and this just helps me connect with that as well. So, what do we know about dandelions? There are so many positive things about it. But in this image, you see there's a butterfly who might be grabbing some nectar, and then the seeds that fly off everywhere. Unfortunately, around now, there's a concerted effort to not mow them down when they show up in the spring in the grass. We let them go and we let those seeds fly. Okay, I digress. Let me find this one for you, and we'll get to the message that Colette has given us, or the Oracle has given us. Willing release is in the energy of thought. Well, how appropriate for our Thoughtful Thursday and getting out of our busy brain. Okay, so the key concepts are yielding to a divine plan, releasing attachment to form, especially if something isn't what we expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. So, how do you feel already as you see the card? Are you beginning to resonate with that idea and drawn to it, or are you pulling back a bit, feeling a bit more resistance maybe, or just in the middle? It's okay. All right, so the key concepts are yielding to a divine plan, releasing attachment to form, as I've said, especially in what you expected and wanted isn't what you wanted, and leaving room for serendipity. I wanted that to sink in. Some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that in our co-creative partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions, but you must then surrender the form, the timing, and the how to your higher power. There is a divine plan for each of us. When acting on this faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. Right now, can you immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will on your behalf without interference? Can you be open to receiving what is yours, even if it is not packaged in the form you thought you wanted? Perhaps if you look deeper, you will see that you've received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. You have put in the work, defined your desires and felt them deeply and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundations of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? Oh, wow. Now, there's a lot packed in there. It's a lot about, of course, manifestation and our wishes and desires and doing everything, setting our intentions and putting them out there, and then releasing ourselves from the outcome, getting ourselves into the feeling of what it's like to have what it is we wish for, who we want to be, and releasing. how, when, and what it's going to look like. And we can get very detailed about how it feels and how it might look, and then let it go, just like that dandelion. All right, so let's do some tapping. Remember, all you need to do is tap where I tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. Tuning into your body again. Nice breath. At the eyebrow. I must do my part, side of the eye, by setting my intentions under eye and taking any necessary actions under nose. And then I must surrender the form, chin, the timing, collarbones, and the how, underarm, to my higher power. Top of the head. I have put in the work, defined my desires, and felt them deeply, engaging my higher power. And at the collarbones, I'm surrendering truly, which will serve my highest good. And at the third eye, so it is. Amen. Does that feel true to your heart? Whenever we do these, if something doesn't quite seem right with the wording because you're not ready, our subconscious mind will not allow us to have what we're saying unless we're ready. So sometimes it doesn't quite fit. So it's always about being open. I'm open to feeling this way. I'm willing to be willing to let go of the outcome and to allow spirit to bring to me what is mine. Okay, remember that whatever is meant for you will not pass you by. It just might show up in a different way. So keep observing and being grateful for what's coming to you, what you already have, because then more comes and you will start to recognize that serendipity more often. Okay, so until next time, remember that you are loved. I see your beauty. I see your light. Shine brightly.